Southern California Gas Company warned customers that January bills would be high. Well, then customers started receiving their bills. According to SoCal Gas, the price of natural gas in California is up 128% since last month, with the core procurement gas price up a whopping 314% from a year ago. Among the factors contributing to that rise, SoCal Gas blames a December cold snap, high natural gas consumption, and reduced natural gas flow into the region. For more on this, we are joined by Jamie Court of Consumer Watchdog. Jamie, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
My pleasure.
Let's just start with why we are seeing this spike in natural gas.
Well, it is a bit of a mystery. It says it's cold weather and we don't have enough supply, and that's why we're paying double or more. But the reality is Southern California Gas should have been prepared for this. They should have shipped gas when it was cheap during the summer. We should have had adequate inventories. The reason this is happening is SoCal Gas is buying gas on what's called the spot market, a very expensive market, and it's buying it from its parent company and its parent company subsidiaries, Sempra, and that is really expensive natural gas. We should have been prepared. Southern California should have been prepared, and unfortunately, we're caught with their lack of preparation.
Well, SoCal Gas did put out a warning to customers saying, hey, your gas bill is going to double. Well, now those bills are coming in, and they haven't just doubled in many cases. They have quadrupled. Why is it worse than anticipated?
Well, number one, they didn't put out adequate notice because they sent out an email after the bills were ready in the mail. Adequate notice is telling people a month or two ahead of time so that they actually have time to prepare and stop their consumption. But it's just up to your own consumption and up to what the market will bear. What's happened is they are buying expensive natural gas in real time on a market that's short natural gas because the companies have shipped a lot of their natural gas out of the country to Europe, which has been hoarding natural gas. If Southern California Gas had been doing its job, it would have been planning for this in the summer. They would have been shipping and storing natural gas so we wouldn't have to go to the spot market where it's very expensive. And there's two reasons your bill could be quadruple. It could be you're using more gas than you used to, or it could be because the price of gas is more than doubled because Sempra knows it can charge that, and it's charging its subsidiary, Southern California Gas, a lot more money. I think the problem here is SoCal Gas is not recognizing that it has a financial incentive because of its parent company making a lot more money on these gas sales, Sempra, to not tell the public about this in enough time so that they can curb their consumption. And I think there needs to be an investigation by the Attorney General and the City Attorney into whether Southern California was complicit in this price increase so that its parent company and subsidiary, Sempra, could make as much money as they are, because they're making a fortune right now off selling us gas in real time. We'll
see if the AG does, in fact, investigate this, to your point. Now, those bills are there. A lot of people are saying, I can't afford this. Is there any recourse? What can customers do? We know that there's a program called Level Pay. Can you speak to that?
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. If you can't pay your bill now and you enroll in the Level Pay program, they will basically level out your bill for your whole usage over 12 months, and you only pay 1/12 of what you pay all year. So it'll ultimately lower the big month bills, and then there'll be in months in the summer where you'll pay more than you would have because you're not using as much gas in the summer. So if you can't afford your bill, enrolling in Level Pay is a good idea. You can cancel at any time. They reevaluate after 6 months to see whether or not your usage is in par with what your amortized usage is. So that's one way to escape a big bill. In the meantime, we're hoping there's an investigation into this and that Southern California Gas can't pass on all these costs onto the consumers when they didn't properly plan for this problem.
Well, we know that you, Mr. Consumer Watchdog, will not let him slide on this, so we will follow up with you and see if there is, in fact, as mentioned, that investigation into SoCal Gas. Jamie, thank you so much for being with us.
My pleasure.